Cody Alexander, Match Quarters. We're going to be breaking down the technique here of DJ Reed versus Tillman. We're going to get a back shoulder fade, which is going to be a typical pass play that you're going to see versus press. Press, you're typically going to get your fades and your slants. And if you get a fade, you want that DB to be super aggressive. And so therefore, we're going to throw a back shoulder fade. Now, what I really like about Reed is his initial step. So we're actually going to get a proactive step to the back foot. Now, traditionally, what people have been teaching is that you step to your divider. So if I am inside leverage, I'm going to take a proactive step inside. If I'm outside leverage, I'm going to take proactive step outside. I'm going to protect my leverage. The problem with that is if you get a speed release opposite, you're going to be late. Now in the NFL, you don't want to be late to anything. The razor edge of, talent is right there. So everybody's fast, everybody's big. You want to help yourself out as much as you possibly can. So what Reed ends up doing is he's going to proactive step to that back foot. The first foot that has to come vertically is that back foot. So you can actually get kind of a read off of this. So Tillman's going to bring that back foot and then he's going to give you a shimmy. So Reed's going to proactive step to the back foot. He's then going to kick step. That's the key part here is it's not that he then proactively steps or he pierce steps the opposite way. What tends to happen is if you don't kick step or you don't get any kind of back step off of that is that you end up propping. So he takes a really nice proactive step outside. If he takes another step with this foot outside, he's going to prop. He's going to get really wide. Instead, he kicks that foot back. So you either want to, pierce step and then bring that, so step replace, or you want to pierce step and then kick step back so you can actually get yourself some depth and you also have your feet underneath of you. Tillman's going to run a little bit of a shimmy release. So he's going to get a vertical step. He's going to plant, and then he's going to go. So once these hips, the knees, everything is pointing outside, that's when Reed's going to release. So notice how he's going to kick step open and then he punches the pec and he swipes down. Now the receiver does a really good job of coming over top of that, but not every receiver is going to hit on that every single time. Most DB coaches teach punch the pec. That's not the issue here. Everybody is really good at teaching the offhand jam and punching the pec. But what do you do after that? You want to swipe down. And the reason why you want to swipe down is the weakest part of your arm is this wrist, and you want to fly that wrist open. You want to actually swipe down, open this soft area of the armpit open so that you can get into that. Now, the receiver does a really good job. Reed swipes it through. His eyes are down and he's accelerating to the low hip. Notice how he's not trying to climb on top of this guy. He's trying to accelerate, stay even. Once he sees 19 open up and start slowing down, that's when he's going to get chest to chest, and then he's going to punch through the hands once he gets this. Now, what I really like about this too is that because he's so close, he's not letting that receiver get his other hand through. Okay, so this is completely legal. Notice how he's got his hand inside. He's not got his hand over top. He's not grabbing. He's got his hand inside. He's compressing that receiver, which doesn't allow that arm to go. So the receiver's going to have to make a one-handed catch. Reed does a really nice job of punching through the hands. So we actually have the other look of this. You can see right here, he's going to match the hand and he's going to go up and out. Notice how he goes up and then he goes out on the ball, punching it out, and it's an incomplete pass. So let's go to the very beginning. And let's run through this one more time. So we're going to take our proactive step outside. We're going to kick step back. Once we get the release, we're going to punch the pec and swipe down, eyes down. I'm going to get chest to chest. Once he turns back for the ball, I turn back for the ball, and I'm going to punch through his hand up and out to eliminate the pass.